Start with our customary disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, what an evening we had. Last night, President Trump fired Comey, whose head has been called for by the Democrats more stridently than the Republicans. So both parties wanted him fired, and of course the Democrats are the midnight massacres, all sorts of flowery language, and the rest of that. And Trump just did him a favor, got rid of the guy that supposedly kept Hillary out of the White House. So it will be spun that this is a terrible deed. Goes right to the very, very basis and essence of our government, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the Democrats will try to make political hay out of it. I would imagine the Republican leadership outside of Trump will say very little, and it'll be up to Trump and Spicer to counter the press and the Democrats as they call for an independent counsel to investigate what has been proven to date to be nothing, the Russian influence on our elections. So I'm guessing that the E-mini is just not going to pay any attention to this at all. But we will see. 2,400 held the other day, and we're close to support at 23.85, and we can stay above that. The E-mini has a chance to trade higher. Okay, we have the dynamics today. This reflects the Comey firing right there. Took place, that news was out. So we have two P's behind us. We have the 10-year dynamics auction, not election, to get through, and that usually favors a back and forth market. Import prices up 1/10. Export prices up 1/10. Atlanta business inflation, don't know. Crude inventories -2. Last night the APIs drew 5.8 billion barrels, much higher than expected. So effectively no news for anybody today except for the energy traders and whatever the E-mini's reaction is to the Comey firing. My guess is it's not going to be much. First sell is 5 to 9. Second sell is 11 to 15. On the buy side, 29 to 01. Be a little aggressive on the buy side, given the two P's behind us. Fail to get through 5 to 8. We can pick up the short side quickly, and then 21 to 25 for buy 2. Well, Charlie struck again last night. We thought he was a little stiff getting out of his cage, sleeping on a hard surface, so we went out and we bought him a memory foam mattress to fit his cage. And Charlie thoroughly enjoyed it last night. He chewed half of it up. So that's beyond fluffing up a mattress, if you know what I mean. He is a character. All puppy. You can see why people don't want to adopt anything younger than a year old. 12 to 16, number 1. 19 to 23, sell 1. 27 to 31, sell 2. The buck to 04, number 1. 25-29, buy 1. 17 to 21, buy 2. Auction time, folks. They can't move the paper in a down market without an obvious piece of news, and then they're hedged. It does not matter. And Wall Street, the dealers own 39% of the 3-year auction, so they know how to play this game. Okay, when a market breaks and sells pretty hard, like gold did yesterday, and you can see the selling started early, what the market will do is come back and search for where resistance is. So we had a strong spike up yesterday afternoon, and I didn't find a piece of news to tie to that, but could have been New York pays for information, could have been the Comey firing, don't know. So right now we got 25 is where resistance is. So 527 sell 1, 29.31 sell 2. On the buy side, we're back to our 19 to 21 buy 1. That was our number 1 buy yesterday. Then 15 to 17 buy 2. So we're trying to buy 15s to 20s and sell 25s to 30s as the market opened, to keep it simple. And that's what you have to do. Okay, Pat keeps some nice statistics that covers the world as far as a futures contract comes from. He's more than thorough. We'll put those up and see if you like them. It can add to the fog factor with too much information, and they are statistics. Statistics show tendencies; they don't show as what will occur. And you have to really know how to use statistics not to get hurt by them. And the way you get hurt by them is by moving your stops. The market 75% of the time is supposed to close at this spot. And yes, I'm a little bit underwater, but I'll hang on. I'll move my stop. I don't want to lose this money, and on the assumption that 75% of the market will close there. And guess what? The time you need it to close there, it won't happen. And it is only 75% of the time. But what it'll do for you is it will tighten up your exit parameters. That they're valuable that way. So if the last 5 days, the average trading range for the day session has been, say, 10 points. If you got in 2 points off the low and the average range is 10, you should be thinking in terms of making 7 points on that trade. They're very, very helpful that way. So Pat will put them into the room today. You copy them and you let us know if you want to see them or not, okay? Okay, the euro, reality set in. French and German exchanges were lower. Who's going to pay for the pigs nation? Who's going to eat that 1.2? It's got to be higher than that in sovereign debt. They've been trying to kick that can and push it down the road. So first buy is 75 to 80. Second buy is 50 to 55. On the sell side, 109 even, 1910, sell 1. 109.20 to 30, sell 2. And the EU has been very, very effective at managing the situation, not having to write the big checks, having to put a little bit of money out at just the last moment to keep things from getting too out of hand. And they have not picked up the whole tab. They're hoping that the growth will return to the EU in spite of all of Brussels rules and regulations, and that Greece and all the other countries will eventually work their way back to where they can pay their own debts. That remains to be seen. And their solution has been to raise taxes and impose more rules and regulations and restrictions on Greece. So that delays further Greece's and the other countries' return to economic prosperity. Okay, resistance is at 46.50. The overnight session high is 43. We're at 31. Go the longest line of letters. We had a B before we get to these longest line of letters. Go to a P split. It's probably the correct split. So we had a chance to trade it higher. So I'm going to try to get 46.50s to 75s. Had a big draw on the APIs last night. Didn't really move the market all that much. And then we have an estimate of 2 million barrel draw for the EIAs. The problem is there's too much production out there. And the likelihood of us having a lot of trading opportunities in crude this morning are pretty slim. Normally it trades 30 to 40 ticks in front of the news, and we get the big reaction on the news. So 46.50, 75, sell 1. 47 even. 25, sell 2. On the buy side, 45.75 to 46 even, buy 1. 45 and a quarter, 45.50, buy 2. And the action will come when the news hits. Okay, looking at the E-mini. I don't see how this news can affect us, but that doesn't mean that it won't. So resistance starts in London at 23.92. Everything up until this point has been a P. This is the Comey firing that we see right there. My guess is it's not that big a deal, so we'll have maybe a little bit lower, 85, 87, buy 1. 80, 82, buy 2. If I'm wrong about the Comey news, we'll get it pretty early. The market will sell pretty early. Sell 1, 94 to 96, sell 2, 99 to 01. No news to speak of today. Import-export prices both up a tenth. No one pays any attention to Atlanta. Business inflation previously up 1.9. That's probably what it's going to be today, maybe 2, but nobody pays any attention. And the draw on crude is forecast to be 2 million barrels. Got to take a little bit to get stuff up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that, and I'll talk to Pat about those stats. But when they come into the room, copy them, print them out, and see if they help or hurt your trading. They can do both. In a bit.